Hey, Gerald Lucas here again for another installment of Ask Gerald. Today's question comes from Bill, who writes from New Rochelle, New York. And Bill writes, Gerald, should I use a general contractor or a handyman for a property renovation project I have? Well, good question, Bill. You know, there are pros and cons to managing individual contractors or using a general contractor. Let me go through a few right here. When you use a general contractor, one benefit is that you've got a single point of contact that you have to deal with, okay? So rather than managing individual contractors, you've got a single point of contact, and depending on how much time you have and how much experience you have, that may work to your benefit. On the flip side of that, if you're working with a general contractor, you are essentially paying for an extra person. So in addition to the people who are doing the work, you're also then paying for someone to manage the work, which may in fact cost you more money. Now, it may cost you more money or it may not. Whether you use a general contractor or not, you always are going to need to negotiate to get the best price possible. And what I always advise my students to do, and what I always do as a real estate investor, is I always get a detailed scope of work with any contractor that I'm working with, whether it's a general contractor or individual contractors, okay? Detailed scope of work so that you're on the same page, okay? And then I also have a payment schedule that's tied to the completion of specific milestones. So if the contractor doesn't complete specific milestones to my satisfaction, they don't get paid, okay? And it's in the contract, it's in writing, that's, you know, how it is. Lastly, what I also have is a timetable, okay? And I come up with that timetable by asking the contractor, how long is it going to take you to do the work? They tell me how long, that becomes the timetable. And that timetable then also has penalties for non-weather related delays. Because unfortunately, what a lot of contractors do is deliberately take on more projects than they can actually handle, and that may result in the delay of the completion of your project. So I have, you know, penalties for non-weather related delays. Obviously, they can't control the weather. So hopefully that answers your question. And in my one-on-one coaching program, I go into much more detail about the detailed contract of work, about payment schedule, and I also give you helpful tips on negotiating with contractors. So thanks for asking the question, Bill. Once again, I'm Gerald Lucas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.